Hello everyone, Specter here, and welcome to Star Citizen. Today is the 2954 IAE Day 6, which is the day to show the ships from Argo, Outland, Greycat, as well as Kruger. So, as usual, I will just simply show the ships or vehicles that is recently released by CIG or introduced by CIG. So, I will skip quite some ships in here. Sorry about that, but before further ado, let's get to it. First stop, it would be the Argo Atlas. So this is the first mech that is introduced by CIG in the game. So this is a kind of mech or vehicle that's with a tractor beam on it, and also is quite surprising for many players because, well, no one will expect CIG will introduce mech in here. Now, when you're going to sit on it or control it, there will be a few things need to be careful. I tried to get on it, but for some reasons can't, because the renting thing is like occupying the position of getting on to the vehicle for some reasons. Now, this thing in the game only cost about 75 or maybe to 80,000 in-game credits. So it's relatively cheap. So if you really want to try it out, feel free to. For real money, if you want to purchase this thing, warbond price would be about $35, but usually you can only right now can only be purchased with standalone price, which is about $40 US, which is quite expensive to be honest. So I would suggest you to try in the game first. Personally, I rarely use this thing to load up my cargo. The only reason why was the very bad experience that I got back when the time that it started to be introduced. So when the time it was introduced, the tractor beam got a very amazing tracting power, which can drag things towards you very fast. So when the time I was looting the Starfarer, which is the ships that I destroyed it, for some reason the tractor beam just simply tracked that destroyed Starfarer bridge towards myself, nearly killed me in the process. So that's why after that I rarely use this thing to move cargo, because, well, I know even though like CIG had already reduced the speed of tracking the things towards yourself, but still that is a very bad experience for me, which I don't trust this thing. But still, yeah, it was a very interesting vehicle. Sometimes I'm still like driving it around in my hangar just for fun. But if you really talk about like using it for working, I did not use it. So let's move on to the other ships. At the side of the Atlas, it will be the Argo CSV SM, which is the first ground vehicle set introduced by the Argo. Now, as Argo is a company that manufacture like industrial type of vehicles and also ships, obviously this ground vehicle would be related to some sort of heavy duty, which is carrying cargo. It can carry up to 4 SU worth of cargo in here. Some players may think, well, it's open top, why don't you just put in like 8 SU cargo box on it? I don't know whether CIG thought about it or just simply the game mechanic won't allow it. As long as it's not attached, which the 8 SU box would not, it will slide down when the vehicle moves forward. So, well, in order not to clip your container to the vehicle, try not to be so smart to fit an 8 SU cargo box on it. Try not to. Or maybe it's just simply not working for me, maybe work for someone else. But for my case, I got a very bad experience to do so. So don't be the next person like me, okay? Now, the cargo box would be located in here, right? So you can open it and then you put the box on it and you can close it up like this. Now, you've got a lot of different kind of components in here, and I believe that one of these would be supposed to be like some sort of, the ship's inventory, kind of. So you can put things inside, and that inventory is very, very large as well, comparing to some other so-called vehicles and ships, which is very, very nice to carry things around. And also you got some opening stuff in here for you to put some utility, like pyro utility tools in here, which is very nice as well, because you may want to carry multiple things. So maybe sometimes your leg armor cannot fit everything, then you can put it in here. And in order to get into the vehicle would be via this door. The whole thing is just like the mule, the Drake mule, but Drake mule can only carry one SCU cargo box, as well as some, 6 smaller like handheld boxes. But this thing can carry 4 SCU containers, which is a very great improvement. So generally speaking, when the first time I saw this vehicle, it reminds me a vehicle that I saw in Sweden. Yep, maybe you can see the picture right now. I will try to find a picture of it and post it in here when I talk about it. But anyway, yeah, it's a little bit looks like it, although obviously that vehicle will be much bigger than this, but it just reminds me because of this bump, the bumper thing in here. Reminds me that, and also a single seater in here. Now, if you want to purchase this ship, this vehicle, right now it's not available in the game, I believe. But if you talk about real cash, then it will be about $40 for Warborn price, and 45 would be for the standalone price. So it's supposed to be like a supporter for the base building brother of this vehicle. I forgot the name of it, but well, since base building drone are not being implemented to the game right now, so that's why you can only got the cargo variant of it, which is still very nice and easy to drive as well. You can make tight turns, so yeah. Alright, so let's move on. In the middle of the showroom, you can see there's an Argo SRV, which is a kind of light towing ship, and it is the only flyable towing ship in the game right now. So you can consider the ship is a kind of towing 101. Why I would say that because, well, it is a very light towing ship, so in the future maybe you have heavy or medium-sized towing ship, but now we don't know. Although it's light, but still, it would be able to tug most of the ships in the game right now, especially, well, literally, you can tug, I believe that all the ships in the vacuum of space. But if you talk about like with gravity, which I will later talk about it, then it may not be the case. Now, this ship come up with 12 SU worth of cargo spaces in here, and you got the cargo bay right behind the elevator over there. Now, this one can fit 1 SCU, 2 SCU, or even 4 SCU containers in here, but never try the 8 SCU because that thing would be too thick. And even if you manage to get it in, it won't hold. So yeah, it will only damage your ship. So please do not try any containers that is bigger than a full SCU container size. Now, at the front in here, that's the only way for you to access to the ship interior. So let's close the elevator, which I believe that I am looking at the habitation, which is a yes. So it's just like a bigger size of a starter ship. You got many things with only one person, like one bed, like one space for like yourself, one toilet, one space suit, and also 2 gun racks in here for yourself. And also you got a glass, can see what kind of ship you are towing. And literally your living quarter would be looks like this only. And in the midsection, you will be all the ship's components, which is a very good idea because, well, if things go sideways and you're just like, I don't know how you call yourself when you're working alone, but I will call one-man band. It means that you need to do everything by yourself. So yeah, you definitely will have a hard time to navigate around the ship while you're flying it, and all of a sudden at the back of your ship is just like on fire. That would be a big problem. So that's a very good design because all you need to do is to, you know, lower the elevator, just vacuum everything in here, so the fire will be gone if those components on fire, which is a very nice design. Oh, by the way, one thing that I don't like the ship, even for now, I can't find the personal inventory or ship's inventory from the locker on the ship. So I tried that area. This ship obviously it won't work because it's not my ship or player ship, but still, for my own ship, I can't access to it. Maybe I tried the wrong way, maybe, just who knows. Now this is the area for the pilot, which is yourself. So when you get on it, since you're working by yourself only, so you can access to the remote turret from here. And that area, I mean that one is the one. And you press it, you can see the things at the back already. So you can aim at the ships that you want to tow, and you start towing it by firing the tractor beam. Now, what kind of ship you can tow and what kind of ship you can't tow when those ships are on the surface of the planet? Maybe Hurston, or maybe you can say Microtech. So, I don't know all of the ships, but I have some reference. So, first, I tried to tow the Starfarer, not Starfarer, sorry, the Starlifter, the Hercules Starlifters. If you're on Gravity 1, which is like the Hurston or maybe Microtech, it won't work. It won't even move a bit. Or maybe Space Station. If it's on the pad, then you can't move it because it's too heavy for the SRV to tow. But if you talk about like moving something, like for example, just dragging it to some places from point A to point B without flying it upward out of the atmosphere, then I can tell you guys that the SRV can actually tow the Carrack because, well, a few patches ago, I believe, like my friend was like fighting against the Bounty, which the Carrack ended up in the water. So he asked me to tug it to the shore so that he can loot inside, although I'm not so sure why. I forgot already. But still, you can tow that Carrack for a distance. But still, you need to be careful because a few times that the Carrack would be too heavy, which dragging my ship towards the ground. A few times that I nearly hit the ground. So you need to make sure you are full power and also like be aware of the direction you're flying towards to. If not, you would just simply ram to the ground and destroy yourself when you're tugging the ships like a Carrack or similar weight size. So yeah, it's just a reference, okay? If there's something else that you know about, feel free to leave a comment down below. Alright, so let's move on to the other ships. Oh, by the way, yeah, before I do that, I shouldn't do that. I forgot to tell you guys. So, this ship, when Warbomb price will be about 150 US dollars, but well, if you talk about standalone price, it will be about 165. So it's quite expensive, obviously. And also, this ship is available in game, so you can purchase this ship around 3.9 to 4 million in-game credits, which is exactly why I will always tell people to try it in the game first. If this ship is really something you like, purchase it, yeah, go ahead, no one will stop you. But, well, just make sure you like it first by flying it or purchasing it in the game. Try it out first. Okay, so really, let's move on to the other ships. Okay, lastly, on this showroom, in this showroom, you can see there's a MPUV Tractor, which is slightly newer version of the MPUV series. I don't know why they need to divide different kind of things in here. You just need to swap it around and you can make it into a different version of it. But since, well, modular is not really fully applied to... Did he just jump off? Never mind. Anyway, so since modular is not something that fully applied to the game right now, so, well, it's hard to say. Anyway, this tractor is a kind of vehicle of the MPUV that's having the tractor beams on board. So you got one in here, the bigger size, and the small size at the back. And you can carry up to 16 SCU worth of cargo in here. You can hold the 16 SCU containers in here. Now, the canopy in here is the only way for you to drive the ships around, which is very, very nice, and I would say that the view is very clean. The only downside, or I would say, I can't really say is a downside, it was designed like this way. This thing is not quantum travel we do not have any kind of quantum travel capabilities. We don't have a quantum drive in here. So don't think that, oh, this ship looks lovely, and then start purchasing this ship. You may stuck yourself on a planet. So try not to do that. So yeah, if you want to purchase the ship in the game, I think that it's available in the game. It's I forgot what's the price of it. Sorry about that, because I never look at this ship in the game. But anyway, if it's like a Warborn price, it would be about 35 US dollars, and if it's standalone price, it would be 40. It's still quite expensive, but yeah, I strongly recommend you to purchase the ship with in-game credits only. Do not purchase this ship with real cash, because it's not worth it, unless you got some CCU or something like that. Okay. Alright, let's move on. So at the bottom of the showroom, you can see this is the only ship in this room, which is the Outland Pioneer. This is the base building ship, or you can consider this as a flying factory. Because, well, according to the CitizenCon 2954, which is the recent CitizenCon, this thing got larger size because you need to fit different kind of components inside for base building, of course, and also you will be now available for you to craft some ground vehicles as well as some smaller ships. So you added some features inside, and of course the price point would be rose up, right? So basically, this ship right now is 925 US dollars if you talk about standalone price, and the Warborn price would be 850, which was the original standalone price for this Pioneer. And also, I heard some people talk about it, which is the Pioneer supposed to have some sort of land claim thing in here. But, well, right now, even though they raise up the price, but still, they will take away the land claim thing. Well, first of all, I can't judge whether it's a good thing or not, because, well, many things CRG didn't really plan or fully planned when they release something. So that's why I don't know whether you own a land claim is exactly what you would get about what they told you in the future. Probably not. But still, many things they didn't think about it. For example, like the size of a land claim was so big, which is very hard for you to navigate around. Secondly, well, obviously, this ship itself is getting more function, because a long time ago it's supposed to be able to manufacture those hubs for outposts, like those doll design outposts that we always see around the verse. in Star Citizen right now, we always think about those HAPs would be the only thing you can spit out from this Pioneer. But right now, those, you know, the buildings that this thing can, build would be much, you know, well designed, I would say, and good looking. So many people would like to have this ship probably. Although I don't know why you want to have this ship, because to be honest, like after 1.0, everyone would be having a very clear, you know, very low wage, right? I mean, kind of low on money, and obviously, the storage of blueprints would be very low as well. So as a ship that can manufacture a lot of things, actually can't manufacture many things because you can't. You don't have the blueprints for that, right? So why you need to hold a whole building in here of, ship? This ship is too big to operate, and yeah, obviously it won't be the early stage of 1.0 to use this ship around the verse because, well, you can't do anything with it. No one with a bigger ship to mine things that you like, you want, and you don't have the blueprint to like produce them as well. So it means that the demand would be very low. It means that more people not willing to get the materials that you wanted, right? So basically, this thing is expensive, but in my opinion, it's not very useful at the early age of 1.0, at least I would say that. And also, like, the landing gear can extract minerals from the ground or something like that. I don't know, like, you heard it, just you pretend you know it only. Don't think that they would apply to the ship at the beginning. That would be great because sometimes if, well, things cannot be designed, then it just simply cut it. That's it. So even though now they would say, okay, the landing gear can extract minerals from the ground directly to the ship, but still, well, it may not happen. Just bear in mind about that. And this ship is extremely expensive, so think twice before you purchase the ship if you really want it. Okay, so basically that's it for today's video about the day 6 IAE 2954. I hope you enjoy, and I shall see you guys next time then. Bye bye.